Your car has 17 secret features you've never used. Not because they're hard to find, not because they're optional add-ons, because nobody told you they exist, and you never read the manual. Some of them will save you hundreds of dollars. One of them is legally required to be in your car right now, and most owners have never once looked for it. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to change the way you see the car sitting in your driveway. Let's go. Secret number 17. The secret key inside your fob. Start with this. Your key fob. You use it every single day. You press unlock, you press lock. Maybe you hit the panic button once by accident in a parking garage. You think you know this thing. Flip it over. Look along the edges. There's a small lever, sometimes a sliding button, sometimes a tab, sitting so flush with the body that most people assume it's just part of the design. Press it. Slide it. A physical metal key slides out from the base. Now, where do you use it? Because you've probably noticed that most modern car doors don't have a visible keyhole anymore. So people assume the backup key is useless. It's not. The keyhole is hidden. It's behind a small plastic cover on the door handle, usually the driver's side. Pop that cover off with a fingernail or a coin, and there it is. The reason this matters is simple. Fob batteries die without warning. Not slowly. They work perfectly, and then one press, nothing. If that happens at night, away from home, you have two choices. You know about this key, or you're calling a locksmith at $150 to $200 a visit, waiting in the dark. Find the lever on your fob today. Not when you need it, now. Secret number 16. The traction control button. That button on your dashboard, the one with a car and squiggly lines underneath. Most drivers treat it like a mystery switch. They see it, they leave it alone, they move on. Here's what it actually does. Traction control monitors whether your wheels are spinning faster than your actual road speed, on ice, on wet roads, on gravel. When your tires lose grip and start spinning freely, the system cuts engine power and applies brake force to the spinning wheel. It forces the tire to regain grip. On slippery surfaces, this is genuinely valuable. It keeps your car from fishtailing when you accelerate. Leave it on. But, and this is the part nobody explains, there are specific moments when this system works directly against you. Picture this. You're stuck in deep snow or thick mud. You need wheel spin. You need momentum. You need your tires to dig in and throw material until you break free. The moment you try, traction control detects the spin, cuts your power, and breaks the wheel. You go nowhere. One press of that button disables it. Your wheels spin freely, you build momentum, you get out. Then press it again to re-enable. Most cars automatically restore traction control when you restart the engine, so there's no risk of forgetting. It's one button. But knowing when to use it separates the drivers who handle the situation from the ones who wait 2 hours for a tow truck. Secret number 15. Lane departure warnings. Lane departure warnings have a reputation problem, and honestly, they earned it. The feature itself is legitimate. Fatigue-related highway drifting is a documented cause of serious accidents. A system that alerts you when your car is crossing a lane line without a turn signal is a real safety layer. The engineers who designed it had good intentions. The problem is the factory calibration. It's set to catch everything. Every road condition, every situation. Which means it also fires on faded lane markings, on tight rural curves, on roads without clear lines, and on perfectly deliberate lane changes. Drivers get nagged constantly. They start tuning it out, and eventually, the whole system gets turned off. That defeats the entire purpose. Here's the better approach. Customize it, not disable it. On your steering wheel, look for a button showing a car positioned between two dashed lines. That's your lane departure control. From your infotainment system under Driver Assistance or Safety Settings, you can adjust the sensitivity, switch from audio alerts to steering wheel vibration, or set it to only activate above highway speeds, which is exactly the scenario it was designed for in the first place. 5 minutes of setup, and suddenly, a feature you were ignoring becomes one that's actually working for you. Secret number 14. Your AC hidden weapon. Find the button on your AC panel with a car and a curved arrow inside it. The recirculation button. Most people press it without knowing what it actually does. Some never press it at all. Here's what changes the moment you hit it. Normally, your car pulls outside air in through front vents and circulates it through the cabin. Recirculation seals that intake shut and cycles the air already inside instead. So when you're stuck behind a diesel truck or driving past somewhere that smells like a chemical factory, one press and that air stops entering your car completely. But here's the part that affects your wallet. Your AC cools whatever air passes through it. On a 95-degree day, it's constantly fighting hot outside air. Cabin air that's already been cooled once is far easier to cool again, and independent testing shows up to 20% better efficiency in peak heat. Faster cooling, less strain on the system, less fuel burned. One button, cleaner air and a more efficient AC at the same time. Just cycle back to fresh air every 30 to 40 minutes on long drives. CO2 builds in a sealed cabin. But for everyday driving, this is one of the most underused buttons in your car. Secret number 13, the steering wheel adjustment. Under your steering column, on the left side pointing downward, there is a lever. It's usually unlabeled. Most people never touch it. Pull it and your steering wheel moves. Tilt it up or down. Pull it closer to you or push it further away. On most mainstream vehicles, you get both adjustments. On some, you get one or the other. Now here's why this matters beyond just feeling comfortable. The correct steering wheel position has specific characteristics. Your arm should be slightly bent, not locked straight when your hands are at 9 and 3 o'clock. You should be able to read your full instrument cluster without leaning forward. And the center of the steering wheel, where the airbag is packed, should align roughly with your chest. Not your chin, not your face, your chest. Because airbags deploy based on a standard seated position, if your wheel is pulled too close or positioned too high, the airbag fires in the wrong direction relative to your body. In a collision, that matters enormously. Roughly 40% of drivers have never adjusted this from whatever position the car came in. If you bought a used car, or if your spouse drives it too, that setting might not be calibrated for you at all. Pull the lever, 30 seconds, lock it in. Your back, your shoulders, and your airbag trajectory will all be in a better position on every single drive from here. Secret number 12, the sun visor extension. Picture this, you're driving into a sunset. You flip the visor down, the main glare disappears, but light is still coming in from the side, sneaking around the edge of the visor, hitting your eyes at an angle the visor wasn't built to block. It's not just annoying. Low-angle glare during sunrise and sunset is one of the more dangerous visibility situations drivers encounter regularly. Your pupils contract, contrast drops, reaction time suffers. Now look at the inner edge of your sun visor. There's a seam there, a thin line that most people assume is just the stitching or the panel edge. It's not. It's a sliding extension. Pull it out sideways and it extends the coverage area of the visor, closing the gap on the side that the main panel misses. Car designers built this specifically for those low-angle situations. It's integrated into the visor structure, not a clip-on, not an accessory. It was always there. Check your visor right now. Chances are you've been squinting past it for years. We're a third of the way in, and now the important stuff starts. I'll show you the emergency override that works when your battery dies, the federally required safety feature most owners never check, and the key fob trick that cools your car before you even get in. These are the features worth remembering. Keep watching. Secret number 11, the global closing trick. Most drivers know that holding the unlock button can roll the windows down to air out a hot car. But did you know many vehicles can seal themselves back up from the outside too? If you've ever walked away and realized you left the sunroof cracked or a window down, don't head back to the driver's seat. On many European and premium domestic models, simply pressing and holding the lock button on your key fob for 3 seconds will trigger global closing. This signals the car's computer to roll up every window and seal the sunroof simultaneously, a lifesaver if you spot a sudden rainstorm. Pro secret: this feature is sometimes disabled in the US for safety reasons, but you can often find it under Convenience Features or Windows in your vehicle's infotainment settings menu to turn it on. If your remote doesn't do it, try the physical backup. Insert your key into the driver's door lock, turn it to the lock position, and hold it there. It works like magic to keep your interior dry. Secret number 10. The fuel cap arrow. Quick one, but pay attention because this has probably caught you out before. You're in a rental car, or your spouse's car, or a company vehicle. You pull into a gas station, and you genuinely have no idea which side the fuel cap is on. You lean out the window. You check the mirrors. Maybe you get out and walk around like the rest of us have done at some point. Here's the thing. The answer has been on the dashboard the whole time. Look at the fuel gauge. Right next to the pump icon, there's a small arrow pointing left or right. That arrow indicates which side of the car your fuel cap is on. It has been a standard design feature since the early 1990s. Every car you've ever driven has had it. One glance, every time, any car. Secret number 9. The fuel cap holder. This one is so simple, you'll wonder how you missed it. The next time you're at the pump, look at the inside of your fuel door. See that little plastic hook or notch? That isn't a design flaw. It's a dedicated holder for your gas cap. Most drivers just let the cap dangle against the side of the car. Not only does this scratch your clear coat over time, but it also allows the rubber gasket on the cap to pick up road grit and salt. If that seal gets dirty or cracked, it'll trigger a check engine light for an EVP leak. While it won't blow up your engine, it will cause you to fail an emissions test and potentially cost you a $150 diagnostic fee at the shop just to have a mechanic tell you to tighten your cap. Use the holder. It keeps your paint clean and your sensors happy. Secret number 8. Cooling your car before you get in it. It's July. Your car has been sitting in a parking lot in direct sunlight for 3 hours. You already know what's coming. That wall of heat when you open the door. The steering wheel you can't touch. The seatbelt buckle that feels like it was sitting in an oven. Interior temperatures in direct summer sunlight can hit 130 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit within an hour. That's documented. But here's what most drivers don't know. You can start venting that heat before you reach the car. On many vehicles, hold the unlock button on your key fob for 3 to 5 seconds, and all 4 windows roll down automatically. The trapped superheated air escapes. Outside air rushes in. By the time you reach the car and open the door, the interior temperature can drop significantly. The steering wheel is touchable. The seat isn't burning through your clothes. Some models require 2 quick presses followed by a hold. Some require enabling this feature in the settings menu under Remote Features or Key Fob Settings. Try it in a safe location. Hold unlock for a few seconds and see if the windows respond. It costs nothing. It requires no modifications. It was built into your car, and it makes summer driving immediately and noticeably better. Secret number 7. The emergency override. Here is a specific scenario I want you to think through. Your battery dies, not at home in the driveway, but in a traffic lane, at a light, on a highway ramp, in a parking garage. The ignition is dead. The electronics are completely unresponsive, and you need to get the car out of the way. In an automatic transmission vehicle, your gear selector is electronically locked in park. Without battery power, it doesn't move. You cannot shift to neutral. You cannot push the car, except you can. Near the gear shifter, there is a mechanical bypass called the shift lock release. It's hidden under a small plastic cap or accessed through a narrow slot in the center console. A flathead screwdriver or the secret of your key opens it. Underneath is a button or lever. Press it, move the selector, and the lock releases purely mechanically. No battery required, no electronics involved. Shift to neutral. Someone pushes from behind. You steer. The car moves. Traffic flows again. This mechanism was made mandatory after documented incidents where dead vehicles blocked emergency lanes for hours. It's in your car. It's been there since you bought it. Find it before you need it. Open your owner's manual and search Shift Lock Release. Locate the cap in your car. This takes 2 minutes, and in the wrong situation, it's the 2 minutes that matter most. Secret number 6, the rear view mirror tab. If you drive at night, you know the feeling. A car pulls up behind you with bright headlights, and suddenly your mirror is filled with blinding white light. You squint. You adjust. You try to look around it. For the next few minutes, your night vision is compromised. Look at the bottom of your rear view mirror. There's a small tab or lever there. Most people assume it's for adjusting the mirror angle. Flip it. Your mirror has 2 reflective surfaces built into it at slightly different angles. In day mode, the primary surface faces you, bright and clear. When you flip that tab, the mirror shifts to a secondary surface with lower reflectivity. Headlights from behind still reach the mirror, but instead of blasting directly into your eyes, they deflect upward toward the ceiling. The glare breaks. Your view of traffic remains, softer, but completely usable. This has been built into rear view mirrors for decades. If your car has an automatic dimming mirror, it does this electronically. But millions of vehicles still have the manual tab, and millions of drivers have never once used it. Flip it when it gets dark. Flip it back in the morning. That's the whole habit. Secret number 5, the snowflake warning. When that small snowflake symbol appears on your dashboard, your instinct is probably to glance at it, note that it's cold outside, and move on. That's not what the system is actually telling you. The sensor that triggers that warning doesn't just read outside temperature. It activates at around 37 degrees Fahrenheit, above freezing, because road surfaces ice before the air does. Bridges, overpasses, and shaded sections lose heat faster than open pavement. By the time the air temperature reaches 32, those surfaces may have been icy for a while already. More advanced systems add humidity data, improving detection of black ice conditions, which are invisible to the driver and among the most dangerous road hazards that exist. Some vehicles shift that warning from amber to red as conditions become more dangerous. Some newer models share real-time road condition data between nearby vehicles, effectively building a live network of road awareness. This is an actionable warning. When it appears, add following distance, reduce speed on curves, brake earlier and more gently. The system is telling you something specific. Drive like it. Secret number 4, the trunk escape handle. In 2002, the US government made this feature mandatory on every passenger vehicle sold in the country. Inside your trunk, near the latch, there is a release handle. It is brightly colored, typically green or yellow, and it is made from glow-in-the-dark material. It stays visible in complete darkness for hours, and one pull opens the trunk from the inside with no electricity, no tools, and no help from outside. This was mandated after documented deaths. Children who climbed into trunks during play and couldn't get out. People trapped in extreme heat. The temperature inside a sealed trunk on a warm day becomes life-threatening in under an hour. If you have children, especially curious ones, show them this handle. Not as a scary conversation, just a matter-of-fact one. This is how the trunk opens from inside. If you're ever in here and need to get out, pull this. And for yourself, know where it is in every car you regularly use. Open your trunk right now and find it. Every car made in the US since 2002 has one. 10 seconds to locate it is time well spent. Secret number 3. The storage compartments. One of the most consistent complaints drivers have about their cars: not enough storage. Meanwhile, many of those same cars have concealed compartments that the owner has never found. Jeep has been building hidden storage into the Grand Cherokee and Cherokee lineup for over a decade. Spaces beneath floor panels in the cargo area, sized for emergency tools or valuables you don't want visible. The Infiniti G35 has a compartment inside the rear center armrest that's invisible from outside the vehicle. Some Volkswagen Golf models have one directly under the driver's seat. Lift a panel, and there it is. Look along the floor of your cargo area. Feel for seams, hinges, or recessed pulls that don't match the surrounding trim. Check your owner's manual under Interior Storage. And beyond the practical use, anything visible in your car is an invitation for a break-in. A bag on the back seat, a charging cable, even an empty coffee cup that suggests someone's been there. Items stored in hidden floor compartments are invisible from outside and are frequently overlooked even when someone has already entered the vehicle. Check your car. The space may be waiting. Secret number 2. The system quietly adjusting your volume as you drive. If you've ever noticed your car's audio getting slightly louder as you accelerate onto the highway without touching anything, that's not a glitch. It's a feature called speed-sensitive volume control, and it's been quietly working in the background of millions of cars without their owners realizing it. Here's the logic. As your speed increases, 3 separate noise sources build simultaneously: tire noise, wind noise, and engine noise. Together, they raise the background sound level inside your cabin. Audio that felt perfect at a stoplight becomes harder to hear clearly at 70 miles per hour. You reach for the volume. Then you slow down, and it's too loud. Speed-sensitive volume control monitors your speed and the ambient noise level in the cabin through a microphone and automatically raises or lowers the audio output to compensate. The music feels consistent. You never have to touch the dial. If you've never noticed this working, check your audio settings for SVC. It may have been accidentally disabled. If the adjustment feels too aggressive or too subtle, the sensitivity is adjustable from the same menu. It's one of those features that works so quietly, you only realize it was there when it's gone. Secret number 1. The feature that ends the "did I lock it" moment forever. You know this moment. You've done it hundreds of times. You walk away from the car, get 20 or 30 feet, and stop. Your brain asks the question it always asks: did I lock it? You try to replay the last 5 seconds. You can't be certain. You turn around, walk back, pull the handle, locked. Walk away again. Sometimes you do it twice, and occasionally, more often than most people admit, someone actually did forget. And that unlocked door is one of the most common factors in vehicle break-ins. Not smashed windows, not forced entry, just an unlocked door that nobody tried until someone did. Walk-away auto-locking solves this completely. As your key fob moves beyond a set distance from the vehicle, typically 5 to 10 meters, the locks engage automatically. The car confirms it. One brief flash of the exterior lights, a single beep, or both. Some systems let you set a delay so you can walk back for something you forgot before it locks. Enable it through your settings menu under Doors or Locking. On most cars, this is opt-in, which is why so many owners don't know it's available. It's been sitting in the menu, waiting. Turn it on once, and from that point forward, you never look back. 17 features, all of them already in your car right now. Manufacturers built every single one of these in. They assumed you'd find them. Most people never did, and now you have an edge most drivers don't. Do 3 things before you sleep tonight. Find the backup key in your fob. Flip your mirror tab when it gets dark. Open your trunk and locate that handle. 5 minutes. That's it. If this was useful, subscribe. I cover practical automotive content that saves you money and keeps you safer on the road. No fluff, no filler, just what actually matters. See you in the next one.